Assalamualaikum and welcome to another episode of Zealfit TV. My name is Azmir. This is another day of Project Zealfit 3.0. Today, if you can see behind me, we're installing the one half of the racking system. Specifically, they are installing the mezzanine floor. So the rest of the racks, especially the one in USJ, that will be dismantled on Monday, and then they'll be brought over here and installed. Hopefully by Monday. They haven't really committed because they said that they're going to come after lunch on Monday. So I don't know what time is that. So hopefully there's enough time to move everything and install everything here. The reason is because I need to put all the stocks that you see behind me up on the racks already, and then start rearranging this area right here, which is going to be the weightlifting and strongman area. Also, earlier today, I was at USJ to dismantle the security system, not security system, the CCTV system. So that's all done. So basically, that place is no longer monitored. And later today, I'm going to meet the ID. Her initial quotation was a bit of a shock, so I need to trim it down a little bit. Obviously, I want to make sure that we get what we want in terms of all the essentials like desks, chairs, all the related furnitures and whatnot. But obviously, I also do not want to overspend because cash flow is a bit tight, and I hope that I can put through this move, especially when in June there's an exhibition that we're going into, and that's going to cost a lot of money. Okay. So we're going to speak with her and see what we can cut down and what we can improve. So that's what we're going to do for today, and hopefully these kids behind me are able to finish the job on time. Okay, let's have a look at the frames of the storage or mezzanine floor. They look much always nice to get brand new items, so at least everything looks new. Apart from the tall rack that I have in the old showroom, that one looks really bad with all the rust. But I didn't know when I bought it because I bought it used. I didn't know the condition was really bad. But anyway, I think I can do about it as long as we can still use it. That's fine. Okay, it's almost 5 o'clock now, and they've not yet completed the mezzanine floor yet. I don't think they'll be completed by today because it's Ramadan, and these boys are Muslims, so I'm sure they want to go home as soon as possible, and I want to go home too, just to avoid the traffic jam. But looks good. I can't wait for everything to be completed so that we can start loading all the pallets on the racks. So most likely this will continue on Monday, inshallah, and where they will pick up the old racks from USJ1 and then bring it over here. So let's hope that everything gets done by Monday, inshallah. Okay, the boys just finished their work, and this is the day number 1 of the racking system. So we're going to come back on Monday, as I mentioned before, to finish up the job. But this is what they've done for today. So this will be the rack that divides between the storage area, which is over there, and also the gym area, which is going to be behind me. Now, this tall rack behind me is going to be one of the 2 that I have. So this particular one is actually very long. The purpose of that is because we need to fit in this particular long crate right here. So then we can just slot it inside like that, and it's not going to be It's not going to sit on the floor in the middle of the whole warehouse. So that's the purpose of that. And obviously we can put more smaller pallets on top of the racks. Okay. And as I've shown you earlier, behind me right here is going to be the mezzanine floor. So we're going to put a beam on top of that, and then I put a platform for the flooring, and then there's going to be a fence right over here, and another fence which is going to be able to be swung open. Okay, and then of course the stairs will be right at the end there near that wall. And so we're going to have a bit of room, hopefully, inshallah, right between that particular rack and the stairs, which is going to be right here. So this small section in between hopefully can fit one pallet. So because or else I need to take out all these pallets and then move it around the back, right? So I really need that space to be wide enough so that I can move the pallets back to the warehouse area. But I'm so excited right now. I mean, seeing new things in the showroom is always nice, and I think the boys did a good job of installing this, and they were helpful enough. And when I asked a bunch of questions to them, and so I'm happy with this, and I can't wait for the job to be completed on Monday so that we can just stack everything up and then start clearing everything in the workout area and start rearranging all the equipment. And obviously we want to bring the equipment from USJ to this new, what I want to call, headquarters. So I'll see you guys again on Monday, inshallah. One of the things that I needed to make sure is that the distance between the stairs and also this particular rack is enough for me to fit a small pallet. So this pallet measures about 80 times 120. So at least we can get things through from the warehouse all the way to the weightlifting training area in front. But the thing is, once that thing is ready, there's probably be very less movements between the warehouse and also the training area in terms of carrying the pallets, back and forth. But it's just good to have this kind of space, because also the strongman equipment will be probably in that training area as well. So if they want to use this space in the warehouse, or if they want to take it to the back where they want to do their walking, the farmer's walk or whatever it is, then they can just take the equipment and then go to the back. So it's essential that we have this particular space right here. Donut. Alhamdulillah, we are done for today, and as you can see, we've got most of the pallets on the racks. So what I did was, for this particular rack, which is closest to the exit of the warehouse at the back, what I put here is going to be all the confirmed orders, basically the equipment awaiting delivery. So one of these is going to Singapore, for example, but it's waiting for another shipment to come in. One of this is for a customer here in Malaysia, where he's still renovating his house, and so he wants us to keep it here for a while. One of this is actually one of our biggest order, and that's gonna probably be sent out, I believe, after Hari Raya, because his shipment is coming in later in this month. So I'm expecting it before the end of April. So most likely we would be able to deliver in May. So most likely after Raya. So right behind me here, these two racks will be all the stocks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably arrange them according to the type of equipment. So these two right here that you see is actually the sport training disc. Again, I'm not an experienced logistician or warehouse foreman, maintenance worker, I don't know. right? So I really don't know what's the best way to arrange all the pallets, basically the SKUs on the racks. So I'm just doing this. I'm doing this on the job, and I'll fine tune this as I go along and as I see what is the most efficient way to use this particular warehouse, right? And right at the top right there is actually all the items that I'm not going to touch for a while. So that is actually my truck's accessories, so I'm just going to leave it up there. Now over here, right behind me where the mezzanine floor is, I haven't put anything up there just yet, but on the racks themselves, I'll be probably putting all the equipment which is boxed. So for example, this is the flat bench, and then right next to it over here is the kettlebells, and I haven't figured out where to put all this, the collars for all the boxes. They definitely won't be on this rack because I want to put, like I mentioned, I want to put all the equipment which are in the boxes on top of this particular racks. Similarly, right over here we've got some smaller boxes. This one contains the IWF training plate, and then some of the accessories like belts, and this is the safety arms for the XF80 racks. Obviously we have not filled up this whole space, and that's good because that means that we have a lot more capacity to put in more equipment in the future, especially if I decide to put in like Prestera. If I decide to stock up on Prestera racks, so those take a lot of space. Other than that, like barbells, we've run out of barbells right now, but the incoming shipment, the next few shipments will have a lot of barbells, even though most of them are already pre-booked, pre-ordered by customers. But we do intend to stock more barbells here in Malaysia at least. And obviously plates. At this point of time, you probably have seen the new video of the new IWF training plate. It's a teaser video, so I'm not going to give a lot away, but you'll see that we will have new types of IWF plates coming soon. Also, we've got like open deadlift bars that are coming in, so those are boxes which we have to find space for it. So most likely it's going to be on the racks underneath the mezzanine floor. And then what else? Probably more benches, more accessories, and like I mentioned, right up top there will be our display area, so to speak, our small Zealfit shop where we'll sell all the accessories. I have half a mind of bringing in other products that doesn't clash with LACO, and we'll see how it goes. So it depends on how much money I have to spend on this move, because I've already spent a lot, and I need to generate more sales again to get that cash flow going. But Alhamdulillah, I think I'm really happy how things have turned out. Alhamdulillah, the flood has this is the blessing. This is the blessing that I'm talking about, right? God takes away something and He gives another thing, right? So I think this is, in my opinion, at least in this point of time, it's much better than USJ. So I hope that this place would be our headquarters for years to come, because I think there's a lot of room for growth, and I hope that that we will be able to grow the company from this particular location, inshallah. All right, guys, I'm totally thirsty. I've been here since morning, and I've been doing some cleaning up, and all this dust has, breathing all this dust has made me very dry. And as you know, this is still Ramadan, and I'm very thirsty, so I'm going to stop now. I'm not going to overexert myself. I'm just going to do a little bit more cleanup after this, and then I'm just going to go home. So thank you guys for watching, and again, if you're new to this channel, please consider to subscribe to it. Don't forget to turn on the notification. If you have any questions about LACO, about Zealfit or anything, please leave your comments and questions in the comment section below. and I'll be sure to answer all of your comments and questions. Okay guys, I hope to see you again in the next Project Zealfit 3.0 vlog episode. Until then, Assalamualaikum and ciao.